And good morning, guys. Yadi here from Chronic Health. It's been raining a lot, and I think it's gonna rain more. So I'm on my way to the bay. See if I don't get wet. I need to get out of the house, guys. Today I want to talk about science, right? And here on my channel, Chronic Health, is where myself, a 53, I'm just trying to document, record all the things that I'm doing, right, to stay young, to age the most gratefully way I can possibly do this, right? Before I do, and if I have to do only any of those protocols out there. So that's why today I wanted to talk about science and the problem that I see with science, the problem that I see with most of the experts. I'm a doctor and all that nonsense. To me, it's all BS. Because when somebody comes to me and says, well, I'm a doctor, what do you mean you're a doctor? Well, I went to school. Okay, what did you do in school? You read a few books, you took a few tests, you learned a few tricks, because everything is available online. In fact, AI can get absolutely any information I want, like this, right? And if you took a few tests, I want to know if you got 100% on each test. Because if you pass with 85%, even if you pass with 90%, there's 10% that you don't know. And 10%, right? And if you read a few books, few texts, right? And I'll take you to a library, any library, right? How many books did you read? Among millions and millions of books. So the problem with science, the way I see it, is that instead of science be about learning, right? We are curious. We want to know, right? Nowadays, science is how can I use it? So we're studying, we're researching, we're finding things out. But the first thing we want to do is how to capitalize. How can I use it is science, right? And we see this in technology. Well, the first thing we do is all going to armament, right? Every little piece of technology that we produce right now first goes to the military. So that's what I'm seeing with all these protocols, all these supplements, all these medicines. How can we use it? Is in the name of science. And you trust the other side. They try to question your science. When science is about questioning everything all the time, and never stop questioning everything, because history tells us that the longer we believe something, right, the we're gonna hit the wall and we're gonna find out that that was wrong, right? With absolutely everything from vaccines to diseases to. So that's it. So what I'm trying to do here, and I'm pro science. I am pro everybody that is out there doing this protocol, that protocol, this injection, this pill. I'm all for it, right? The problem is that most of the time there's not enough research. There's not enough time to research a product on the long-term effects of those things. So what I want to do, and this is something that my own doctor tells me, right? It's a guy who's, I'm 53, he's 56, he looks amazing, he's taking everything, he's on all the products, he looks amazing. But he's the one who recommends me that, because once he started it with all these protocols, there's no going back. So there's no going back to leave this. You can switch from one to another protocol, but in reality, there's no going back to natural. So what he's telling me, if you can prolong natural as much as possible, right, the best. And the example that I always give is, let's say you want to go hiking, I don't know, you want to go into the jungle for 10 days. You're taking you have to go to another country, you have to go through customs. You have to take the entire gear, and that has happened many times. They stop you at customs, and all you think is confiscated, and now what? You're going hiking for 10 days, you're going to take all your gear, you're going to be injecting, I don't know. in the Kilimanjaro, wherever you go. So I'm trying to do this as natural as possible, with the idea that the least amount of things that I can put in my body, the better. So in my case, right, being someone who ate animal products, from cheese, yogurt, milk, all kinds of meats, I'm half Argentinian, so I have eaten meat all my life. I went to plant-based, and that was 6 years ago when I was 48. Now I'm 53. And for 16 months now, I'm raw plant-based, and I realize that mostly the things that I need are fruits. And I get all my nutrition, all my nourishment, all my nutrition, all my nutrients from fruits, right? And what I found out, and this is something that I want to pass on to everybody, is that there are no experts out there, guys. There is no doctor. The doctor, one is fighting with the other one. Carnivore, no carnivore. This is good. I feel great like this. I don't feel good like this. I use that. So what I'm finding now, right, through the whole ordeal, right, is something that it's got to make sense to everybody, right? And that is that we need to learn how to listen, right, what your body's telling you. The whole entire universe, the story of the cosmos, is written in our own DNA. Top to bottom is there. The whole entire thing is written there. Here. And we just, instead of taking inputs from outside, right, from this book, from that book, from this research, that research, there's a guy that I always find online, this doctor. He's always pointing this research or that research. It's like he doesn't feel anything. Bro, when was the last time you felt anything? Your liver, we should be able to feel, like I can tell you right now, to the level that I am, right? With my raw plant-based, mostly fruit diet, right? The enhancement, the way that my senses have been enhanced, I am so aware, so alert. My sense of my vision, my smell, my hearing is so acute, right? I can tell you, right, where is the moon right now? This is something that we all should be able to, we are all able to do this. Every animal on the planet, insects, everybody knows, except for humans, we have lots of capability. So I can tell you that in the next few days, the moon is going to come out, full moon. The moon is always there. Sometimes we don't see it, but it's always there, it's going around, right? The full moon is just when it's the closest, the brightest, because the sun is just pointing at it directly, and that's all it is. And that affects this body that is mostly fluid. The planet is 3/4 water. The human body is 3/4 water, right? So if we know that the moon affects the tides of the ocean, right, up and down, so that is affects the way it moves the waters here in this human mechanism. So what I'm trying to tell you is that I'm trying, and this is coming naturally. Once you caught, and this is not to fight with anybody out there who tells me I feel great eating meat. I get it. I understand where you're at. The fruits, the vegetables that you can find in the supermarket are empty calories. They have no nutrients because we depleted the soil from the microorganisms that provide the micronutrients. Therefore, we're just pumping things out of the ground, right? Just to make a bulk. Then again, this is science. That how can I capitalize for no better crops but faster crops? How can I get my fruits out of the ground or my fruits out of the trees the fastest that I can? To pump them out, the bigger they are, the more money that I can make. So I understand that some people need to eat meat, and they think that they feel great. And they probably feel great because they have never felt anything better than that, right? But get this into your head, guys. We cannot create the most successful, the most efficient, and capable human being to the cellular level, right? Trying to make animal DNA into a human being. You can survive, right? You can feel great all you want, but you don't know how is it to feel once you're on this side. And I'll explain what I mean on this side. But you cannot create a human being out of an animal DNA, guys. We cannot. And it's as simple as saying that you can breathe through your mouth. Yes, the same thing. Oh, I breathe fine through your mouth. Yeah, but that's not the way it's supposed to be, right? So that's all I'm saying with eating meat. Eating meat, eating any animal product, and understand this, animal DNA it's going to rain, so I have to get back home. Animal DNA, but I love to be outside, getting a little bit wet. It's like breathing through your mouth, right? Now, all these people that try to go vegan, vegetarian, which I don't like the label. I am omnivore. If I would have to eat meat, I will eat meat. If I will eat, you have to eat your cat, your dog. I don't care. I'm not here for my values, my morals, the animal, blah, blah. What works? We're humans. We need to understand I'm pragmatic. What works, right? And I'm to a level where I don't need eggs, I don't need meat, I don't need cheese, I don't need those things, right? What I need is fruits and vegetables, right? Seeds, nuts, sprouts, and it has to be raw. It's already cooked. Let me put it that way. What do you mean it's already cooked? You say you don't need anything cooked. It's already cooked by the sun. If it's on the planet, it's already perfectly cooked by the sun. When we're overcooking anything, you super kill it. And not only you super kill it, you get the water out of everything. There's not water on meat. And if you cook the meat medium well, there's no water, right? You eat a sandwich, bread. Where's the water in the bread? Right? We need to consume things that are watery. Watery fruit, alive, electrical, ionized, filtered. Those are fruits. And from those raw materials, right? From the fruits, this body can just produce anything. Now, going back to those people who try to go vegetarian, they can. I can't go vegetarian because, I was sick, I felt bad, I was anemic. Yes, 100%. You're in the process of detox, in the process of cleanse. You need to detox, you need to cleanse. If you're eating all these animal products, all this animal DNA for your entire life, you're addicted to it, and your microbiome is going to tell you, no, you are not giving me that crap. We need the meat. We need to create poop, because that's all it does. Animal DNA creates a lot of protein that you don't need, right? Very little is absorbed from the huge amounts that you consume, right? And it creates a lot of poop, and that creates a lot of lethargy. It puts you to sleep. That's why people come out with this idea that you have to sleep. You have to sleep 7-8 hours. What a nonsense, guys. Nonsense. You need to sleep as many hours as you have to. But if you dial up, right, your nutrition, right, and you can, once you get sick with the fruits and the vegetables and you feel anemic, you need to push through it. Right through it, through the cleanse and detox process. And the way to do that is with fruit juices. You don't even need the pulp. You don't need the fiber. You need the juice. You need to clean the system. Purge it. That's what you need to do. Purge it. Purge the system from all the crap that you have inside. And once you have the system clean and you start rebuilding that microbiome that is going to be able to absorb everything or get the nutrients out of the fruits and the vegetables, right? You're going to understand what I'm telling you. It's hard to explain to people how you're going to feel when you're on this side, how you're going to realize that being human is so super, and that meat is not the ultimate feeling. It's beyond that, right? And then the rest is just simple. It's breath work, guys, restfulness, exercise, use the body or lose it, right? And nourishment. So it's three things. The hard part, the hardest of all of this, because you can exercise, you can do movements here, there. And sleep is going to depend on your nourishment. Is where you get truly organic, unless you grow your own, fruits and vegetables. That's the hardest part. And for that, I have found myself a company that produces superfoods, pure premium, right? There's many out there, but you got to try them all. Read the label, find out, engage with them. I always leave a link of what I'm taking to supplement, since I live in the city and I buy things in the supermarket. Although they tell you they're organic, guys, I'm gonna have to go because huge storm is coming in. But with that, I'm gonna let you go. That's the problem I see with science nowadays. They try to capitalize. How can I use it? How can I make money out of this, right? It's not about, I want to know, I want to find out how it works, I want to know. I know some people, they want to know, right? But the first thing they want to know is, how do I put it into a pill? How do I capitalize? How do I make money out of it, right? And for all the experts out there, I listen to all of them and I respect all of them, right? I can name few like Brian Johnson with all his protocols and Dave Asprey. All these guys are much younger than me. And that's a rule of thumb for me. When you go to the doctor, that's your doctor, your provider, your coach. The people who is trying to give you advice, do they look the part, right? Brian Johnson is, I don't know, quite a few years younger than me. I'm 53. Andrew Huberman, way younger than me. Dave Asprey is 3-4 years younger than me. All these guys out there are way, and the ones that are my age, they just don't look the part. But there are quite a few out there that look amazing. And the ones that look amazing, right? Even though they're younger than me, it's because they are in this raw plant-based water. They eat water. They consume water through the food. Right nowadays, is you have a steak, right? Bread, salad, you confuse the system, and a glass of water. No, that's not how you're supposed to eat. Because you have acids in your stomach. You're just diluting the acid, right? That's why all these people, look, and another rule of thumb is, if it's too sticky, right, you should not be consuming it. Like eggs, cheese, meat, bread, I don't know, peanut butter, things that are sticky, that stick to the walls of the digestive system. Those are bad. What we're trying to do here is try to stay far away from the bathroom. Try to stay far. You want to eat, you want to absorb what you consume and produce less waste. And if you do that, you're going to be able to sleep less than 6 hours. My goal is for this entire year, for 2024, to sleep 5 hours. I know people should sleep 3-4 hours is all they need to be fully rested. Now I want you to imagine your life when you are fully rested with very few hours of sleep for business, for your family, fully rested. I'm telling you that you going to sleep and me, my eyes pop open at 4:10, 4:11 in the morning. No alarm. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. That's the idea, right? Avoid lethargy. Avoid to go to sleep for gazillion. Well, you cannot sleep 1/3 of your life, guys. All right, and with that, I already went for almost 20 minutes, guys. But I'm gonna keep doing these videos because if I can help somebody out there, if I can guide somebody of the things that I'm doing, and I'm not an expert, I might be just 2 steps ahead of you, right? But I'm telling you, before you go into these protocols, try my way, right? And my way is keeping me, I'm amazing. Front flip, back flip, pull-ups, stretching, playing basketball, swimming, running, right? Being awake, being alert, not losing my hair anymore, looking, pretty decent, right? And I can see the change on my skin. If I wouldn't have known, somebody asked me this question. What would you say to yourself when you were 20? 4 words. And it's a raw plant-based fruits. If I wouldn't have started with that, I would not have even wrinkles. But even with my wrinkles, I can see the difference. All this water, right, that I'm consuming through the food, my fruits, are keeping me hydrated to the cellular level. right? And animal DNA is not going to do that, right? Stop being a chicken. Stop being acting like a cow. All right, guys, with that, I'm going to let you go. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you next time.